Alright, we got chapter 1158, Rocks versus Herald. I don't know why TCB Scans isn't up, but I found this on Reddit, so we're reading it. Fuck it, we ball. Cover up story, Ogre Child, Yamato's Golden Harvester get pilgrimage, while informing here lies the pride of justice, Kozuki Moria? Kozuki Moria? Kozuki Moria? Little spider web over here. Capítulo. Like Gecko Moria? Kozuki Moria? On Roger's ship, the Earl Jackson, somewhere at sea. Captain Roger, word is that Shaggy opened up a bar on Pirate Island, and it's getting really popular apparently. In the age of legendary pirates. We were down bad when she stepped down as Empress, but now that we know where she is, let's drop by. Whoa, hold up, isn't Pirate Island Rock's turf? Hey Rayleigh, I've noticed something. Ever since that chat you had with the captain in the captain's room, Roger's been kinda gloomy. Erg. What did you two talk about? Nothing really. I wasn't planning on telling anyone, but guess I'll spill it to you, Roger. It's about that time we fought the Kuja pirates before Shakuyaki quit being the Empress, right? She looked like she was struggling with some illness, and when I heard she stepped down, I got really worried about her health. You got that thing too, didn't you? Didn't even have to say it. What else could that message be if not a love letter? Come find me, Shakuyaku. You didn't even give a damn, did you, you bastard? It's not exactly like that, but I just don't like feeling tied down. But I do want to, okay? What the fuck? Is God Valley just the intersection of white supremacists hunting people and pirates fighting over Shaki? Is that the whole thing? Oh my god, man. Guys, I still haven't given up, got it? Whoa, feeling better now, Roger? After all, plundering is what makes a... We don't stop till we steal what we want. Am I wrong, guys? A pirate? You're talking about Shaki, aren't you? Yahaha. Damn right. Also, she's on Rocks Island. Everyone gets a shot at this. Let's go get her. I'm starving. Make some food, Marks. Marks? Karl Marx? Oh, Oda, you based motherfucker. Is that Shanks talking? No, it's still Roger. They don't have Shanks yet. Oh! Fast forward a little, Holy Land married Joao 40 years ago. Impatient, huh, Garling? The last tournament ended not too long ago. Yes, while I was dealing with something else, I ended up staying on that island for a while. It was an unaffiliated country living by its own culture. I even tried to talk them into joining the world government. However, Divine Knight, House of Figureland, and St. Garling, they wouldn't budge, but the resources were rich and insanely valuable to us. On top of that, I stumbled across something incredible. A discovery way beyond anything I expected. Surely your excellency will be pleased. I strongly recommend the next tournament in 2 years be held at God Valley. So he found something in the unaffiliated country that is God Valley? And they have rich resources? The exploitation of the global south. Message. Shaki's ripoff bar. Stop cutting a line, you jerk. Huh? All that? I ain't got that kind of money. Then head to the back. You'll work it off for 2 years free of charge. What? I came all the way from North Blue. This is where the good whiskey's at, right? And I also heard your stew's the best, Shaki. Uh-huh. How sweet. Thanks. I love hearing that. But I'd never cook for you lot. Huh? She's exactly how I imagined. Here's my special stewed beans, Shaki-san. Oh, and the whiskey's gone. Just pour this cheap rum. Here you go. Here's your luxury whiskey. Cheers to crappy service. What's up, Rocks? You're looking all smug, but I can tell those feelings aren't for me. How sad. Huh? Mama. Creepy, huh? That's so-called women's intuition. Shut it, that's classified info. What's going on? Are you blind? It's obvious he's grinning like that because he snagged a woman and even got himself a kid. Wait, what? Already? Wait, he's saying that he got a kid he just had a kid? And who's the woman? So it's not Shock? Is it Glory? What? So Rox already had a kid just now. The fuck? It's obvious he's grinning like that because he snagged a woman and even got himself a kid. So he has a kid. So Blackbeard was just born. Shocky, I'm here. Shocky-chan, it's me. It's the Roger Pirate. Snap some pictures. Ah, Roger. Yeah. How many times do I have to say this is my island? This is Shocky's bar. No fights between customers. Got it? So shut up, you damn porcupine. Yo, he's like a... Yo, he looks like Ace so much in that panel. There's a crazy line outside. You cut in, didn't you? How did you even get in here? There was no line. Oh, they beat the fuck out of them. Let's drink, everyone. Oh, so noisy. I can't deal with this. Newgate, the tab. Put it on rocks. Roger, where's Ray-san? I even told him to come, you know, but looks like he's not feeling well. Sleeping it off on the ship. Kya, Roger, it's you. I missed you so much. Tonight's the night you're letting me board your ship, right? Gloriosa. I told you no, like I let a love-struck woman like you on board. Of course, Shocky's different. What kind of logic is that? So it's not her either. I wouldn't mind either. So Roger wanted Shocky. Shocky wants Rayleigh. Gloriosa wants Roger. Roger don't give... This is so weird and random. But, like, it's interesting. Hey, is Newgate around? I want to drink with him. He just left. Why didn't Rayleigh come, that bastard? Break a bottle of Bink sake. Huff. Who's that? These pansies are small as shit. Our Shocky faint. Oh, I guess it's Shocky. Shocky-san, I'll take care of her. I will. Back off, man. Don't you dare lay a hand on her. By Shakuyaku's rules, as long as you came to this island for the bar, any fighting was forbidden. So even when powerful pirates crossed paths here, it never turned into a real conflict. But out at sea, tensions were always on the verge of erupting. Underworld Elbaf. What the fuck is happening? They clashed again. Harold, you bastard, you let the government manipulate you. Yeah, I wavered. And you really think you need to kill your friend just to reach your goal? In the end, you just bowed your head to them. You're being used, idiot. That's their answer. To them, you giants are nothing but a military force. They'll enslave you and turn you into mere soldiers. So why is Rox the most base dude in the world? Where's your pride as a warrior? Where's your will? Quit acting like you know it all. The violent past of these so-called warriors has now become the shackles that keep Elbaf from reaching peace. We know you're a good man, Harold, but long ago this country was attacked by giants, and fear isn't something you can erase so easily. Sorry. You know, Rox, no matter how foolish the celestial dragons are, in the end they're the ones who hold the authority to bring Elbaf into the circle of this world. Stop it. No, you spineless coward. I agree. You're a bitch. The negotiations are over. I'll never invite you again. I am the king. You think I'd risk the lives of my people on the losing war of a wretch like you? With no conclusion, this strange friendship was cut short, and for the time being, the two never met again. The two will never meet again? The two will never meet again. Surely this time they will meet. Surely this time they will meet. The wording there, until the day of that incident. Another headline about Rox. Rox isn't coming, Loki-kun. Shut it, old hag. Want some juice? Yeah. Yeah, I want some juice. Shut up, Mom. 39 years ago, West Blue. Ooh, ah, bois, God Valley. Look, they're twins. So adorable. And they've got your hair, too. Yes. Let's hope they grow up wise just like you. Since their data isn't around, we'll be here to help you, got it? Thank you, Uncle. And their names, what'll they be called? Shanks and Shamrock. Who is this lady? Who are you? They've got your red hair. So they got their red hair from their mom. Who are you? Who are you? What's your name? So, he had twins with a lady from God Valley and then went to God Valley to hunt humans? The white supremacist power structure is so evil, so insane. Crazy, crazy work. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's so devious, so efficient. I hate it. Shanks and Shamrock. Shamrock doing this, and Shanks are going. Maybe that possibly speaks to their personalities. They've got your red hair. Since their data isn't around, we'll be here to help you. Got it? Thank you, Uncle. That's the uncle. So Shanks is from God Valley. If his mom lived in God Valley and he was born on God Valley, Shanks is from God Valley. So after the God Valley incident, Roger takes Shanks. And maybe Figureland takes, or Garling takes Shamrock? But why would the twins be separated? And why would they... So I can see Roger taking a baby because if he just finds a baby, I could see him maybe like having that soft spot for a moment and like taking the baby. But why would the babies be separated? And then why would Garling take a baby with him? Unless, okay. So I'm thinking maybe Shanks gets found, but then Shamrock is in his mother's arms when Garling finds them, and then maybe kills the mom and takes the kid. I don't fucking know, man. What the fuck is going on? I feel like this chapter was short, but it just... Kozuki Moria? Is that Moria? Is God Valley in the West Blue? Because Shanks did say that he's from the West Blue. It is confirmed that he's from the West Blue, right? Goddamn, Rox may be an evil bastard, but I have mad respect for his integrity pertaining to Harold. What is it? What about him is evil? What? You explain to me what Rox has done that you would consider him evil. Tell me what he's done. Objectively, what has he done that is evil? Yes, he's a pirate. Sick. What has he done that's evil? What has he done? All I've seen him is have honor, criticize the system, the corrupt systems that be. I've seen him defend his friends. I've seen him... Well, he did beat the shit out of Loki. That's kind of fucked up. But he knows a giant kid can take it, and he did it with tough love. Okay? He knows that kid's not gonna die. What has Rox done that has been evil? What? Tell me. Nothing. Rox literally says he wants to take Imu's throne, rules an island where children have to fight for their lives, willingly recruits people like Big Mom, Shiki, and Kaido, and stab the child. Okay, but this is what pisses me off. Okay, let's say you have a genocidal apartheid regime, you have a colonial settler place, you have an imperialist, blood-hungry nation, a complicit government, right? All these things that are evil as shit. And then there's this guy, and he be stealing and killing. But you're gonna ignore these 4 things and call this guy evil. Brother, he is a fucking teardrop in the ocean compared to the 4 things I just said. But it's kind of like when people are like, I hate theft. Do not steal from Costco. Do not steal from Walmart. Buddy, if you didn't like theft, you would hate every single billionaire in the world because every year they make billions off of wage theft and you don't care because you'd rather point fingers at someone stealing some fucking bread. Fuck you, bro. You suck. You're garbage. Trash. It's the same thing here. Sure, you might be able to point at stuff Rox has done and said, that's no bueno. But he's doing it against things that are 20 times more evil. And that doesn't make it justified. It's just funny to focus on him. Like, you calling him evil and then not, and like kind of forgetting what the world government has done is what the world government wants you to do. That's exactly what they want you to do. It's like in real life. America paints the Middle East as the bad guys, so that when we do some fuck shit, you're like too busy pointing over there. And it lets them get away with stuff. So the more you call Rox evil, the more Emu and the Gorosei and all that shit get to do some heinous bullshit like hunt humans in God Valley. Shoot kids for points. For points, big dog. For points. Whatever. So the giant egg on Roger's ship was present even before God Valley. We saw when he was trying to capture Shaki as well. What the fuck is that egg? Is it really an egg? Rox was mad at Harold for bowing to the world government, but Harold's past is also sad because Elbab's history of being warriors has caused them all to have a bad reputation. Harold still takes the L here. Our history of being warriors has led to a bad reputation, so Asala by killing a friend. No, that's not the problem. The problem is, hey, my people have a bad reputation because in the edited history books, they paint us as like blood-hungry warriors. Okay, so I must make amends. I must be kind. I must create like a new era for my people. That's fantastic. Doing that by selling out to the basically triple K white S group ass motherfucking celestial dragons is not how you do that shit. Carly mentioned about their own culture seems to be in line with the theory that God Valley lived on Nico's culture. That's how he found a clue about the fruit. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. This page is wild to me. This page is insane. I ended up staying on that island for a while. It was an unaffiliated country living by its own culture. I even tried to talk them into joining the world government. However, they wouldn't budge. But their resources were rich and insanely valuable to us. On top of that, I stumbled across something incredible. A discovery way beyond anything I expected. Surely your excellency will be pleased, Emu. I strongly recommend the next tournament in 2 years be held at God Valley. So, in God Valley, he has twins with a red-haired woman. Okay? This island of God Valley has something insane on it that will please Emu, and they have rich resources that are valuable to us. The fuck that means. That, I don't understand what that means in the context of this. On page 7, I see that Ochoku is seen in the background and probably heard the classified info that Rox has a family. I'm guessing he's the traitor and leaked that info to the world government as a plan to take over Hachinosu. But if... I don't get that. How can... You're telling me the world government knows that Rox has a kid and didn't do the same thing they did to... Because, okay, when they found out when they found out Roger had a kid, or had relations with a woman, they killed all the pregnant ladies in an island. You're telling me if Rox had a kid, they wouldn't like kill the whole planet, the whole island just in case? There has to be some sort of equivalent disgusting acts they did for Rox's kid. The potential of Rox's kid. Hell did Rox a dirty? Rox 100% random government finally got. Yeah. Is this the first time we have seen Moria, the piranha looking Roger pirate, pre-Odin? Who the fuck is that? Mark seems to be the cook of the ship. Cause Karl Marx be cooking. Oh no, what did they do to her? How evil can Garling be? Is that really Moria? Is Moria a Kozuki member? Okay, but hold on. If Moria is Kozuki Moria, if that's really Moria, and I'm not forgetting another person named Moria, and he's like as old as Odin would be, would he know how to read the poneglyphs? Which is why after the war... Wait, is that why after Marineford, Doflamingo got ordered by someone higher up to take him out? And is that why he's still a player in the game? Was that Pirates Island too? What? What? Was it an island with several D clan members? Are the twins part world noble and part D? So Bing Sak was an actual drink in the era of legends. No, I think they're just singing the song, brother. Yeah, I've never liked a character more this quickly than Rox. Like, this guy's a beast. Narrator: Rock's second son was also born at the time on God Valley, half brother of Emperor Blackbeard, one of the 4 emperors of the sea. Nefertari Debuggy, bro, man. Roger and Rock's rivalry is honestly kind of underwhelming based off what we saw. Well, yeah, because that probably was propaganda, motherfucker. What are you talking about? It's kind of like saying, like, wow, these guys are not even that, like, insane. They're just fighting over a girl. It's like, yeah, the government's gonna make them sound like monsters. And they're just some dudes. They're just some bros sailing the seas. And you're talking about they're heinous criminals. It's like when people who are like 50 and older talk about like Castro or Che Guevara or like Thomas Sankara. It's like you're gonna hyper focus on like the 2 things they did bad towards the end of their life when they did so much good shit and fought against the systems that be there are disgusting. Like, okay, but you're a Bill Clinton. You still bump Chris Brown, right? Yep. This was an interesting chapter. I feel like this chapter makes me forget what the previous chapter was even. Like, does that make sense? It was just like more like, yeah, just rocks and like sink 'em all, boom. Yeah. Right. But then, okay, so Rox already has a kid, but it's not like Gloriosa or Shaki or like who... Is the mom like... Does the mom not matter? Is the mom like... Okay, that's another interesting thing. We got 2 basically like mom reveals in a sense. Like, okay... Because by not telling me who the mother of Rox's kid is, it's like almost a reveal in itself. Like, showing me it's not Gloriosa, showing me it's not Shaki, is like a process of elimination. And then for For Garling, they literally showed me the chick. I just don't know who she is. I can't see her face. It's just we know she has red hair, and the two kids have red hair. Bruh. Double mom reveal. I don't know how to feel about that. That was I feel like. Look at Shamrock like this. The way he drew these babies, bro. Also, the mom thick. She filling out that dress. Just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's all I got. I don't think there's a break, so fuck yeah. I guess if TCB is not gonna show me these, then I'm gonna have to use Reddit. So yeah. Next week, peace.